Jason Todd is Red Hood, a vigilante anti-hero who is a member of the Bat family in the Outlaws. Jason became the second Robin after Dick Grayson became Nightwing, and Batman was in need of a new sidekick. Jason was trained by Bruce and was his partner until his death at the hands of the Joker. He was resurrected by Talia al Ghul using the Lazarus Pit, and then trained by both the League of Assassins and the All-Cast. He eventually returned to Gotham City under the new alias Red Hood, using more lethal methods to fight crime. History. He was the son of Catherine Elizabeth and Willis Todd and was conceived unexpectedly in an alleyway. Jason had a troubled childhood due to his parents constantly arguing. His mother suffered from depression and drug addiction, and his father had been showing him the ropes of thievery and cunning at a young age, which led him into trouble. Once, when he was a child, Jason's father stole tickets to Hayley's Circus from an old couple in a parking lot and took Jason to see the show. That was the first time Jason ever saw Dick Grayson and was positively awed by him. 0 Year. When Bruce Wayne returned to Gotham and began his career as Batman, one of his first missions was stopping a group of masked criminals called the Red Hood Gang, led by Red Hood 1. Following this, Batman would battle the Riddler in a confrontation that led to all of Gotham City's power being shut off right before a massive hurricane, crippling the city in what would be known as the 0 Year. Jason Todd, a teenager at the time struggling to support his drug-addicted mother in Gotham's Park Row, fought for survival as Gotham went feral. When Jason's best friend Chris gave him the mask of a diseased Red Hood gang member to join the gang's revival and become who he wanted to be, Jason agreed, giving himself the name Red Hood 4. On the night of the gang's revival, Jason, wanting to be a hero, tried to stop investigating the Red Hood gang. Jason earned Talia's respect and managed to impress her further by perfectly performing a fighting move invented by the All-Cast that even she couldn't master. Despite Jason's desire for peace, Talia murdered the lead of the Red Hood gang revival, and when she returned to her father Ra's al Ghul, expressed interested in keeping an eye on Jason Todd in the future. Meeting Batman. Someone else keeping an eye on Jason, unbeknownst to him, was the original Red Hood 1. The man who had recently fallen into a vat of acid at Ace Chemical Processing Plant and would take the name Joker. Seeing Jason's prowess, Joker began orchestrating events in Jason's life to lead him to become Batman's sidekick, so that he could then kill him to hurt Batman. The Joker caused Jason's father to wind up in prison, where he would apparently die, and faked Jason's mother's death with a non-lethal poison to make it look like she died of an overdose. Jason, thinking he was an orphan, was forced into stealing to survive. When Jason was 16, he made an attempt to steal the tires off the Batmobile, managing to get one off before being discovered by Batman. Expecting to be beaten for his crime, Jason was surprised to be offered food instead. He and Batman talked while eating, and Batman told him that sometimes if you gave people a chance, they might surprise you. Jason would take these words to heart, even years later. Batman attempted to help Jason by getting him settled in McGunn's school for wayward boys, not knowing that the establishment was a front for training the children to be criminals. Despite this, Jason did see the place as a home for a while. Realizing his mistake, though, Batman went to rescue him, and Jason aided the hero by shoving McGunn out a nearby window. Sometime after this, Batman decided to take Jason in personally and train him to be the new Robin after his first one had graduated to a new title, which Jason took to enthusiastically. Life and death as Robin. After 6 months of intensive training, Jason was out in the field as a second boy wonder. Jason was determined to live up to the legacy of Robin that Dick Grayson had put in place, but it soon became apparent that Jason was troubled. In his first meeting with Barbara Gordon, active as the vigilante Batgirl, she broken-heartedly assured Jason he would never be able to replace Dick. He fought recklessly, seeming hauntedly by the memory of his father. Jason received mentoring from Nightwing on various martial arts and fighting techniques and met Roy Harper, offering to be his friend in the future should he be in need of one. Being put on monitor duty due to his unruly behaviour, Jason one day found a picture of his mother Catherine, who was surprisingly alive. He used all of his skills to make his way to the Middle East without telling Batman in an attempt to reunite with his mother. It soon became apparent that Catherine was being blackmailed by the Joker and had lured her son there for him. Jason learned that the most of his major life events were orchestrated by the Joker, who then brutally beat the boy with a crowbar and left him and Catherine to die at the hands of a time bomb. Batman arrived too late to save them due to resurrection. 6 months after his death and funeral, Jason was resurrected. Talia al Ghul, who had been keeping an eye on him since the Zero Year, retrieved Jason and used the Lazarus Pit to restore his body and mind to full health. Jason would later remember seeing Talia looking down at him in fear as he was reborn. Afterwards, Talia took Jason to Takara, the ancient instructor of the Allcast, a group of warrior monks, and begged her to train the boy. Jason developed in a romantic attraction to Dukra's daughter Essence during the time. After completing his training in the Allcast, which included management for his anger, Dukra wanted Jason to let go of his rage and move on, stating that one day your heart will shine brighter than the dark fury inside of you, and that day will be glorious. However, Jason thought the only way to get revenge for what the Joker did to him was by rejecting his newly learned philosophies and teachings. He eventually joined the League of Assassins, where he was trained by Bronze Tiger and Lady Shiva. However, he disliked the fact that the group was not interested in justice like he was, but merely in self-gain, and left them. Jason resurfaced in Gotham as the gun-toting vigilante Red Hood, having appropriated the alias that Joker had used prior to becoming the Clown Prince of Crime. Back with a vengeance, Jason... Well, that's all for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more epic content, and we'll see you in the next video. Make sure to comment what hero or villain from DC we